Hey everybody, welcome back to Prison Architect. Hope you're having a great day. So in our little area here with all these fruit trees, I have twice as many banana trees as I have peach trees. And there's a grant here that basically has like overproduction, it's called, and it wants me to sell excess stuff. And one of the requirements are apples. Now I'm not actually growing apples, so I'm not gonna be able to sell them, but everything else I am growing because I've taken this field over here now and I've made it another vegetable allotment. So we're no longer doing wheat and barley and things like that yet. Now we're just doing carrots, cabbages, potatoes, and tomatoes, okay? All the way over through here. And we're now gonna need to get, we have peach trees, banana trees, we need to get apple trees. So these banana trees were planted first, and a lot of them are gonna yield in about 2 hours. Some of the ones that are gonna yield a little longer than that, I'm gonna go ahead and have them dismantled now, because it's gonna take like over a day. But the ones that have 2 hours left, I'm gonna wait until they pop their supply, and then I'll go ahead and do that. But we're gonna plant apple trees here instead. Essentially, is where I'm going with this. So we're gonna come over like this apple tree. Let's go. Well, here's my autosave. We're gonna go there, there, and there on the apple trees, and then as soon as they pop their supplies, right, then we'll go ahead and replace these trees as well. So we should see bananas coming in here any second now. Now over here, looks like we found a tunnel. Yeah, they're trying to dig. They will get ejected from this area. They just really don't like being over here in these really nice cells, do they? They almost got to the wall. You know, they almost got down here. Though we would have picked it up with the dogs now anyways, but, you know, we detected it beforehand. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. All right, so there's all the bananas. Woohoo! Look at that. That's sweet. All right, so I want to put a couple of things. I mean, an auto harvester I think would be super cool here because this takes a lot of labor to pick up all these bananas. We're not quite into that yet. I'm gonna have a more industrial farm area over here, a little bit bigger farm area. We'll have, you know, across the road. I have some plans across the road, but for now, I just want to get this stuff sorted out. So we'll go ahead and dismantle that tree, dismantle this one. There we go. And when we dismantle all of these trees, now that they've popped their supply here, we'll go ahead and get apple trees planted in these areas here too. So going green and apple tree is what we want. There we go. Apple tree there, apple tree there, apple tree there, apple tree there. And we'll start growing apples now too. So all of our fruits, all of our vegetables, they're all sent to make high quality meals and to hopefully provide, you know, just really good happiness to everybody. So I've got the overproduction grant done. So I guess I'm not leaving until one of these are done, okay? I'm not shutting the game off until one of them are done. And I'm hoping that the carpentry apprenticeship one will get done, the superior beds. We have had 2 people pass that program. And so like right here, we have somebody working, not learning, he's actually working, okay? We have a carpenter who is supposed to be making superior beds, which is great. We also have 3 people taking general education. Very exciting times. His understanding is good, his concentration is terrible. We have excellent and adequate understanding here. Very good, and excellent and adequate understanding here. This is these are good signs, all right? There's a good chance for these guys, as long as they could just stick to the program, all right? Literally, stick to this program, and we'll be good to go. Now, the solar panel development, there's a lot of people that have been taking this. And, you know, 41% passing is pretty good. But a lot of people are taking this course right now. And we don't have enough of these. As we expand our prison population and we get this second workshop up, more people can take this program. And this is a really good program for us, right? Because of the... where'd it go? Is it just grants? Yeah, because of this, all right? Because of this, it's a really good program. If we can just get this little tick box right here, it's great. Because the bonus to their reformation rates will go up when they take this program. And, you know, the chances for them to be reformed, the chances of them to be a good little boy, or well, I guess they're all boys, aren't they? To when they get to the society, back into the world, you know, they're less likely to reoffend, and that's what I want. Okay, and also, you know, more likely to get early prisoner releases. Today, if you haven't seen it by the title of this video, or I don't know, the thumbnail probably gave it away a little bit, maybe, I don't know. We are going to be going across the road today. We are going to be buying this plot of land and getting our criminally insane wing set up and our protective custody wing set up, as well as another area for lower security prisoners. I am going to have another area because I've been kind of doing my Been doing the math, okay? With how much room I need to have my prisoner counts on this side, and I'm not going to be able to get these guys all the way over here. I need to borrow some of this space, okay? So and that's just the way it goes. I'm going to need to borrow some of this space. And yeah, so low security prisoners, we do have quite a few here, and that's good. We can expand out to about here, I think. Probably like right even with this wall is probably good. But from there, though, I need to use the rest of the space for another security sector. So the rest of these lower security people, we're going to set up the 3x3 cells. Excuse me. The 3x3 cells. We're going to set those up so that like the best possible behaved prisoners, the ones who are 10 out of 10, they deserve the best, they go across the road into their own section over here. That virtually eliminates all of their interactions with the rest of the population. They get their own spot with a significantly better cell. You know, they'll be working in this extra farm that's over here. They'll have a shop that they can work so that they can give protective custody and criminally insane the luxuries. They'll have laundry duty over here too. They'll be doing those types of things to help out that area. The best behaved prisoners will be over there. And again, if you mess up, same thing. If you mess up, not only do you get demoted to a new security level, but now you get a significantly worse situation in Gen Pop over here, and you have to work your way all the way back up, even through getting into here, and then finally getting yourself back over there. It's a lot of work. So I'm really hoping that deters anyone from acting up over on that side for sure. Okay, so produce 10 superior beds. We are 50% done with that now. Fantastic. We have harvested bananas and peach. And looks like we're a little bit close on potatoes here too is starting to happen. All right, tomatoes are starting to get picked. Very nice, guys. Good job. Maybe I can get a few extra people working in these fields. They're not equal either. You notice they're not quite centered. It'd be better, I think, to have it right here. But the other thing I wanted to do here, just to save these guys a little bit more time, is I wanted to get automatic harvesting set up for this. Specifically just on this one because it's 4 wide. And so I think because these things have just gotten picked, right? I think we're going to dismantle here and here. And as soon as they pick all these things out, right, I think we'll go ahead and get, I think probably we're fine here too on this one. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get these things dismantled too, if I can get underneath that. Yeah, right there. Okay. So we'll get all those dismantled as well. We also want to get the fertilizer dismantled. And there we go. And then what we're going to do in this space is we're going to put an automatic harvester in just to save a little bit more on labor, right? We don't need quite as many prisoners working here, but we still get the same results. So we're going to automate the harvesting with one of these guys. We're going to stick it right here, and it will harvest all the way down to almost the bottom row. It doesn't quite get the whole thing, but it's going to harvest a significant amount of this crop. So much so that I don't need any prisoners working here. My farmers can take care of the rest in this little area. Or maybe I can have like 1 prisoner working here or 2. I don't need as many because all they're really going to have to do is gather instead of harvesting. Okay. So automated harvesting. And it's right on the power line, so it should have power like right away. I shouldn't have to do anything with it. And that'll be great. It'll harvest automatically on a schedule, and everything that's here that's being picked, all these things here that are going to mature, you know, in 2 hours and all that stuff, that'll just get taken care of for us. And then their job is just gathering, which means I can now go over here and prison labor. You see how there's 4 and 4. I can change this if I want to and just be like, okay, there's 2 people here, but I have like, you know, more people over here. Or I can leave that alone and get another harvester on this side too, because see, now we have the automated harvester running on this side. And so I think probably what I'll do is kind of the same thing on this side here. I'm just going to extend this power cable out a little bit. And I think I'll do the same thing right here. So these carrot plants, we can go ahead and dismantle these. I know there's, you know, 9 hours, 8 hours, but they're going to grow fast anyway. So we're going to get all of this stuff dismantled. And I think since there's nothing else on top of it this time, I can probably just use the dismantling tool to do it. There we go. Okay. And then we'll take the auto harvester and we're going to install it right here. I want them to get that. It's, you know what? They'll probably do it anyway. It's like a compost fertilizer. Yeah, dismantle that. All right, so now we'll have a lot more harvesting happening right here, and I can have more people in the orchard now, potentially. Looks like we're missing a tree. Did I forget to install a tree? Apple tree. I think I messed up. Yep, I did. I forgot to install that tree. Okay, well, that one's going to grow a little bit differently, but it's fine. Drug overdose is happening. Oh, boy. Yeah. Anyone want to grab him? There we go. Get him back to medical. Medical over here. It is, it's functional. Everything's working. I do need to kind of start looking at maybe dismantling some of these walls and stuff here, though, too. So we're going to demolish this wall and take this door out of here. Because we have the empty room to negate this anyway. We have this empty room to stop them. But I also want everybody to be able to move through here now. So as we get that happening, we're going to take the flooring, marble flooring, bring it all the way out like this, and probably up this way. I think I'll just do it this far. And then we'll do it this far here. And then the reclaimed rubber goes right along here. There we go. And then we'll just get rid of this little bit there. And we should be able to now get there. Yep. And then the reclaimed rubber goes. It's already there. Okay. So we'll get that floor continuing on this way. And then, like I said, we're going to probably go out to about here with low security, right? We currently have a capacity for 100 prisoners. This will bring us to about 150 or so when I'm all expanded. I think it's pretty much this block again. Maybe not even quite that much. Like it's maybe like 3/4 of this block here going right here. It should bring us to about 150 or so. And then the remaining 50 prisoners will be over here. And that will be my 200 cap for minimum security for the goal that we're working on here. Yeah, you guys are sleeping. I think now's a good time for a shakedown over there. I don't do a shakedown everywhere every night. I take turns with it because I want my guards to be able to rest too. If I search every single cell every single night, I'm gonna need more guards, and they're all gonna be tired by the time. All the prisoners are gonna wake up and become active, but my guards are gonna be tired and pissed off and stuff. So I don't want that to happen. Let's make sure we can. You really smell it, or is it just okay? That's a false flag. No big deal. We got $94,000, and yeah, this bed here. Look at sale price is $85 for that. Oh man, look at that. I could sell each of these for $1,500. This is a pile of wood. Freaking good. I want to know what a premium bed sells for. I don't know what a superior bed sells for, but you know. And if we can start making our own, I mean, if we maybe put them in storage, we could start putting the superior beds in the really good cells, right? I don't think you can do that. I feel like it's the comfy beds is what this is, which is kind of what I've already put here. The quote unquote superior bed that they make in the workshop, I don't believe you can give that to prisoners. It's probably a all natural organic cotton latex mattress. It's probably what it is. Oh. My wife and I bought one of those. It's a luxury. It's certainly the highest price. It's a very high price mattress, but it has been so worth it. It's so comfortable, and the idea that it's like the all organic nature of it. If you guys don't know, at least federal regulations, I believe is what it is that's done it. It requires like pesticides, not pesticides, like like fire retardant spray, a fire retardant material for bedding. So like, beds to have those types of chemicals made with them. And they can get into your skin and stuff. So at least that's the marketing of it. So anyway, my wife and I bought one of those, and it's supposed to last like 50 years. So it's like the last bed you'll ever have to buy. And so far it's super cool. Yeah, it's been nice. It's a little expensive, but it's one of those things where like we're investing in our sleeping comfort for very, very many years to come. All right, we're at 109,000 now. I think now is a good time to look at this. So we're gonna go ahead and click this right here. I know it's pretty small text, but it basically just tells me the dimensions of this land, and it tells me the price. In this case, it's $80,000. So we're gonna go ahead and hit buy on that. We're gonna hit OK, and when we do that, there we are. Everything looks pretty good. And does that? Did that cancel my carpentry apprenticeship program? So that's like a save and reload thing. Ah, I wasn't sure about that. So if I do that, do I have to start all over on my superior beds now? That sucks. On the good side of it, justice is served as I was able to collect the advance for carpentry apprenticeship again, but that sucks. Anyway, so I mean, we'll probably produce the beds. At least I won't have to reload it again. And also, at least it didn't reset overproduction, because resetting that one would have sucked. Okay, so we've got this plot of land over here on the other side of this fence. Now that we have this, they can't escape by getting past this fence. Now they have to escape. I mean, okay, so they can now, right now, right? But if I get the fence all the way around, then they'll have to go further to get that. So the first thing I want to do in this land, because I can extend the border, if you will, here, is I would like to get just a fence all the way around the extra perimeter. It's not that expensive, and it just gives me that little extra bit so that prisoners feel like they have to dig a little further. And of course, they may try to, climb over top of it as well. That's something prisoners will do. I can go all the way straight down from there. I believe this will allow me to do that without disrupting the wind. There we go. Now, of course, I can't actually do that unless I give them a gate in here that they can access it with. So we're going to go ahead and let them get out. I think right about here. Yes, right here. We'll let them get through a fence gate right here, and that will give them access to this area, and they can go out and do all this. So let me show you sort of the game plan, okay, for this side and how it's going to be sort of laid out. Okay, so our facility is going to be mapped out a little bit like this at the start. It's a pretty simple layout. You can see how it compares to the size of this one here. We have 100 cells exactly in Criminally Insane Wing. And I probably will go ahead and have like a little area over here probably be a holding cell in case we go over that amount. But we're going to try to keep, the goal is to have 100 of these guys. So we have capacity for 100 of them in this little area right here. This is going to be their canteen. And this is going to be a different canteen right here. This canteen is exclusively for protective custody. And then the low security prisoners and the criminally insane will share this one as, their schedule just, intermixes. But we're going to have it shared here. We're also going to have a dedicated path right here that allows low security to get directly into the shop right here. And this shop is something that they'll work during the meal times for these two, so that these two security levels can buy things, right? Now, we still have this issue where only one, counter is allowed to be used at a time for this. That's still a thing. And the only way I can address that is to either cut this in half and have two completely different shops, which is the going idea at the moment, or it's to mod the game. And I'm not going to add mods right now. So that's just kind of how we're going to work with this. And yeah, we'll go from there. There are low security areas here. And then this big wide open area here is just for amenities for the low security area. So we will place, things like the gym here. We'll place things like common rooms, things that these guys want to use, right? You can also have a yard out on this side outside. And there's plenty of open space as well. You might be wondering what this is. This is a walkway. So this is all closed. But these guys will all move this way, come through this 3-wide hallway into here. And that's how they're going to get into the canteen from this side. This canteen will be accessed from this side. And what we're going to do is have our protective custody wing be right here. So it's fairly close to everybody. The guards can rapidly respond. And these guys will be able to enter into this canteen area through an opening over here. Okay, so essentially they are completely cut off. We can have other types of amenities for them as well. I'm not entirely sure how many protective custody I'll need. Currently, 13 has been okay. And I'm considering having capacity for up to 30 at the moment. So I'm going to double my capacity, even though I don't necessarily need that many right now. I'm going to double my capacity in here. I have room to expand this way if I need to. I have room to expand down here if I need to. All of this area right here is for the other types of buildings. I want to add 4 additional, maybe even 6 additional parole rooms. Although I don't know if I'll need that many, but, I want to add some more if I can. We're also going to have a bakery in here as well. Probably it'll be right here probably. So there'll be a restaurant and then a bakery right over here. We want to work that. This area right here is a little misleading because this is going to be a fence. There we go. This is all outdoors right here. There we go. That's inside. This will be outdoors, and we'll have an additional garden expansion out this way, which will be the primary labor source for these guys. So if they're not working the shop and they're not working in laundry, they'll be working here. I may also move my mail room to be over in the middle area here, so they could be evenly distributed. Mail can come here right from the road instead of having to be trucked in all the way over here, and then it can be distributed where it needs to go from there. But it does mean, again, the prisoners are not going to be able to work in the mailroom. I could also alternatively have a mailroom for this side and a mailroom for this side, and just make sure that the prisoners, if I want to have prisoners work it, which I don't need, you can see that they are using it. This has 10 letters in it, right? And the guards can grab this once it has, I think 10 letters is the max. Oh. Hey, can you get in there and respond? You're not going to, okay, I was going to say you're not going to respond. So you are an ex-gang member. Okay. Protective custody for you. Yeah, I think an ex-gang member being in Fight Club, probably not the best place for you. If I had to guess, I'd say that's definitely no bueno here. Let's put you in this cell if I can. I guess you already had a cell assignment, but you can see, right? So like I have 12 now, 13 is my current capacity. I want to go ahead and do that. So as these guys make their rounds to close this place off with a fence, once it's closed off, I can open this up, and that will make these guys being able to make this place a lot faster. And I'm going to prioritize the criminally insane wing first, so I can get them out of there and get low security their own place. So I'm going to start by, I think, probably removing this fence from deliveries for now, all the way up to at least this point. And then we're going to put in, let me just double check and see what this is. So this is AC power. Okay, so I need, how am I going to make this work? Because I went around. Well, okay, so you guys told me that these power cables can pass through these walls now, and I hadn't known that. So assuming that is the case, I can fix it by just doing this. So we'll see if they install that. I mean, I don't, it's not that I don't trust you guys. I've never played in a version of the game where that was allowed. So that's cool. Are we going to have any flags here? No. Dog's injured. The dog is injured and exhausted. And I'm like, you sniff this. Tell me if there's a tunnel there. You keep working. No. Now you might be wondering, okay, for in this whole area, you're taking up a lot of space. Charlie, where is Supermax going to go? Good question. It is. I have extra space. Okay. There's lots of space on the outside over here. Over here, I can also reduce the size or eliminate the farm entirely if I need to. There's space in here. But there's also, like, we can have other land too. There's no restriction to how much land I can have. So I could also get this little spot over back here too, which is the same size as this plot. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have this be the size of the land and that's it. But I have the ability to expand land too. So I would, again, rather not do that because those things, death row is not that profitable. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you get the execution, but it's not really that. It's going to take a while for that to pay itself off. That's what I'm saying. And then Supermax is not a profitable venture. That's always a money sink. So it's just not worth having. But we're going to have it for the extent that we get legendary prisoners in here. Then we'll do it. But yeah, I'm not going to rush into something that's going to cost me a ton of money. So we can go ahead and get rid of this utility here and here, since it is not necessary to have that anymore. So we'll go ahead and destroy that. Let's also make sure that this is a protected cable from the rats. Actually, wait a minute. Wait. Don't do this. Don't do this. Stop that. Stop. Actually, that one you can do, but this one, stop that. Leave this alone. We're going to take this cable and come back this way with it. Yeah, like that. Then we're going to have another road gate. And I think I'll probably have this one. Yeah, it's going to end up opening up into... I don't want it to open up into the into the door. I'd rather it not do that. So I'll probably have it open the other direction just because it's kind of weird to have this one open this way and this one open this way, but I think I could do that. So we'll flip this over. I mean, it does say stop on the correct side doing that, right? So, I mean, I guess there's that. We'll do that, and then we'll make sure that this has a door servo on this side too. So what about there is where that door servo would go. And then we'll just simply have our fence go ahead and be up against that for now, right up against the wall that we're going to have there soon. And then I guess I have to bring this cable all the way across now, don't I? Because of the door servo, so we'll do that too. But anyway, we're going to provide power that way. But also, this gives me a way to get power from this system all the way over into here as well. And then this system will also have power heading across the road over to here. Now, speaking of across the road, where are we going to have... I want to move reception. I don't like reception being here anymore. I want to have a more proper reception area. And I was thinking of having it be here. Part of me, though, I remember how, remembering how this game works, I think actually probably here would be better. Or somewhere in this area. This is where protective custody is, though. So I'm kind of like thinking maybe in this area. And if they are going this way, then they will just go across the bridge and they'll be into this area. And then they can go across wherever they're going from here, right? They end up entering here through this narrow parole area. And they go through the metal detector and then they're into the prison over here. If they're not, then they come over across the bridge and they'll be into this area is the idea. So if I'll demolish this wall from here. Yes. And then I need a bridge. So I'm thinking steel footbridge. I like the idea of a steel bridge. It just kind of looks good, I think. And we can put this like right up against where this would be. So I'll probably put it here. It needs to be one more tile back. Right here. No? Really? I disagree. Unless it's the light that's in the way. Yeah, that should totally work. I mean, I guess I could just... All right, we'll have it be here. So this is going to allow prisoners to move over top of this and not have to exit, never be in the road, essentially. So now I can have this fence come all the way across underneath here, I guess, and that would be that. All right, so the bridge is built, or at least mostly built. There's still a little section right there that needs to be built, but pretty much built. And so they'll be able to easily traverse around this as soon as I place a door here. Now we're going to have a pretty secure door here. It's going to be to the outside. And what I'm going to do here for this one is actually implement a... let's not do it. Let's do a solitary door instead, just so that there is a way to open it with keys. And then we'll make sure that the door here goes like that. Okay, there shouldn't ever be a power outage. Really shouldn't be, but we're going to put that there anyway. So a little more stronger door here just in case somebody is trying to break out and whatever. It's probably not a big deal, but we're just going to do it anyway. Okay, so with that in place, the staff gate right there, there's a staff gate right here. Staff can move through here if they want to. They don't have to use the footbridge, but they have it available to them. Now let's talk about this area. We want to move the criminally insane over here and greatly expand its capacity. All right. So we're going to take a look at concrete building. And this is our cell block that we're going to implement from here down and then also down with the canteen as well. So this is going to be 39,750 to build this big old square block of foundation in there. And then we're also going to have a variety of different rooms through here too. This is our protective custody wing, so we want to be careful there. We may have a little yard area here. I'm thinking protective custody will probably have a yard right here. So they're sort of just right here by the road, but we'll have this guarded, and we're going to have sniper towers and stuff around too. So I'm not really worried about them climbing over the fence. And then this area here will be another low security wing, but we're going to want these areas here also done. And I'm thinking about the mixture between, concrete and brick. I don't think it really matters all that much. So I think we'll just go ahead and do something like that with it. And then just to get a door in here, it's going to take a long time to build this and get this operational, but we'll make it work. We'll get a door. Let's put it right there. So this whole thing, it should build without much issue with just that little door there. And then we can take a look at starting to set up the cells and everything. And up until this point, I have not had to make any loans at all, right? This is why I wanted to get things super solid here before expanding. A lot of new players, right? This is the reason why you go into major debt, why you have to take loans all the time. It's because you try to expand too quickly. I have not done that. I think I've expanded in a pretty controlled manner. I've made some adaptations when needed to, when necessary, but otherwise, you know, in a very controlled manner. And as we build this out, I'm not anticipating needing to go heavily in debt. I may need some. I may need some, but I'm not going to go heavily in debt. It'll be fine. And because it reset my, it reset this, so now you're only at that 30% on the superior beds. We probably could have had that done by now. That's a real shame. And then we only need to harvest cabbage now and apples, and let's see how those are going. So cabbage is a relatively new crop because I changed everything over here. So we've already done the carrots have already been harvested. The cabbages are ripe right here. They're ready to be harvested right now, actually. And it looks like the auto harvester just hasn't done it yet, I think is what it is. I don't think they'll harvest them if the auto harvester's in range. But it's definitely hooked up to power. Now let's make sure we also protect the cabling on that. Yeah, it's already hooked up to power though, it's fine. Yep, all the way through here. And then I also have to protect the cabling up in this new area right here. So let's protect that cabling too. This one's already protected. I'm not sure if the rats will get under the solar panels. Not sure if that's necessary. We probably want to get that one protected, even though it's kind of just redundancy anyway. Yeah, this one's pretty good to protect as well, just with the main gate opening all the way down here. We can protect too. So workmen have a lot of stuff to do right now, right? But I'm trying to do this without taking on a lot of debt. I'm down to 6,000 now. If I could get some of these grants completed, that'd be swell. It's going to take me just a little bit of sitting here, but yeah, there's so many extra supplies. I don't know what the extra supplies are this time, but maybe it's steel. Maybe we're getting extra steel. Oh, we have a corrupt guard we have to take out of here. Man, this is a good guard too. We'll sack this person. That's a crooked guard. Now, there's another way to find crooked guards, right? And that's the guard investigation button, which I haven't really used on camera yet. I've used it once, but I cut that part of the footage out. Sometimes I'm trying to make these videos in a nice length, and every once in a while I'll cut something out just because it's like extra and whatever. That was an accident. I didn't mean to cut it, but I did. Anyway, guard investigation is a button you can press, and it will investigate a whole bunch of guards, essentially. I don't exactly know what the process of investigation is, but this does eventually progress. There it goes. And you'll find a corrupt guard. It'll blip at you, get right there, and then you just basically pause it, find them, sack them. And yep, you get all the corruption out of your prison. This guy right here, is that him? Yeah, right here, this guy. Sack him. There we go. And I get paid $500 every time I do that. Which is enough money to hire another one. It's just, I have to train them, but it's enough money to hire another one. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of them now, aren't there? All right, so sack this guy, sack this guy, and sack this guy. There's a lot of corruption going on around here. Wow. Look at you guys making some money on the side. I don't blame you, but I got rid of you. All right, so we'll go ahead, and that's 73 guards left, so 7 corrupt guards. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, they cost $500 to hire as well, right? So let's go 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And obviously they'll have body armor. They're all gonna have the stun baton. So all of them cost a lot more money to hire. And as you can see, I only have 900, or I'm 1,100 in the hole right now, but I'm not worried about it. We make money throughout the day pretty well, so I don't really much care. Let's do a shakedown really quick of minimum security, because I have actually been finding drugs. Quite a bit of drugs has been found down here yesterday, and we had several different people do the overdose and everything. So I would like to, yeah, really just kind of look through here, find all the stuff that they're bring it into here. And I'm thinking I will. I didn't want to do this because of the suppression element, but I think I will get a dog in here. You know, I think I'm gonna maybe just outside it. So like as they move through here, they'll get sniffed, that kind of thing. I think maybe that's what we'll do. So magenta, we'll go maybe a magenta route right through here, just so we can pick up any. I actually don't want them to come off of this path. I want them to stay here. So we're going to assign some dog handlers through this hallway as well. They can go through it. I think probably not during the night is necessary, but I think during the day. I mean, they're already out of their cells right now, aren't they? Yeah, it's for work free time right now. So I guess, yes. I guess we'll just put the dogs on this route. And the hope is that as they move through here in their free time, they're moving around, that we'll be able to sniff out any drugs that they may have on them as we go. We found quite a bit of stuff here. I don't really want to continue the shakedown while they're awake, so go ahead and stop that. Especially since my guards are like all concentrated down here now instead of being at their post up here, and that's a real bad sign. So let's have them maybe spread back out and get up there where they need to be. And yeah, there's a lot of building to do now. Yeah, I got this fence, made a little modification to it just to kind of open this area up a little bit more. You can see this is not closed anymore, so it's wide open. It's not really all that effective. Also, this needs to be connected to a door controller, doesn't it? It sure does. Let's connect that to there, and then we'll have another one connected over there too, and then we're gonna have one more, I think maybe right here. I haven't decided yet, but we'll have one more there, I think, too. And then so now this just opens up into this where this wall is gonna be. Yes, Foreman. Oh my gosh, this was like the 4th time that's happened in just this quick recording. I think that's a little broken. I'm not even entirely sure if we're getting extra supplies every time. I think it may just be telling me that we are, you know? Really don't know. So we have 8 new minimum security prisoners. Let's real quick check on supply. Narcotics is way up. Yeah, luxuries is up kind of too. It's really just booze and cigs and all sorts of different types of drugs. I need to get rid of them. We can also look through here as well. And yeah, get gang members that are in here, right here. This snitch right here, right? You're a snitch. You are a snitch. Okay, so snitches. We try to protect snitches. We don't want them to get stitches. We also have extra potential CIs in here, which you're not going to be here much longer. And 29%. I think I'm going to let you go. You're not going to have enough time to really build intelligence. And if you ever get caught, then it's like somebody with a low chance of reoffending getting caught. Yeah, I definitely don't want you to be a target for any reason. So I'm going to let you go and not recruit you. Gareth Lee, my existing CI, he is now criminally insane. Which, I mean, is a good thing, as he's less likely to get slapped here. Less likely to die here, in my opinion. And he's going to be here for a very long time. So I've got a good informant that will be here for a very long time and can provide me with all the data I need pretty much every day. And we can actually go ahead and have him we bring him right into here too. So it's like he comes out and then I guess we bring him through these doors and maybe out and around. Maybe we should put a door into here just because it's Gareth and he's right here. I could maybe put a door right here. It's a little risky to have an extra door into the armory, but yeah, otherwise I have to bring him all the way out and around every time. You could put it right here too, I suppose. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's put the door here. We'll say that this is a solitary door that is hooked up to a door servo. All right, and then you can just be brought in directly through here instead. That's fine. It's way better. Because we're going to have some unknown reputations and stuff coming in here too. All right, this will take a while to build. And I'm just going to configure all these things and find all the drugs if I can while we build up. And you can see we're already out of the hole. We're already getting more money. And we're always getting more money than we're spending. Solar panel development's going pretty good. A lot of these things were very damaged, and now they're getting fixed. It's nice. Let's really quick check on this. Okay, so it looks like it's basically a false flag. You guys can go ahead and continue. This stuff's not done yet, but this little bit here is. And I think I probably will end up having either this little area or this little area will end up being a reception area. And then they'll get received here, they'll get processed here, and then they'll head over the bridge most likely and get taken to wherever their cell is going to be. You know, the only other alternative to that is, you know, we just have this little reception area stays existing. I do kind of like this location. I know it seems weird just being stuck here in the canteen, but I can always close this in as a little square room too. Oh, and the reason why I like this is because they get off the bus and they work their way through this whole area here. And there we go. They come through this area here and they end up going through the workshop, and they'll go through all of these metal detectors before they end up into this area. So we've already scanned them by the time they got in. Now, I don't know if that's actually saving us any room or any resources or anything, but I kind of like that. We have already made $23,000 in profits today. It's pretty sick. This is the same day too. It hasn't been a different day yet. So, yeah, we're definitely cruising. This number's totally correct on cash flow right now. It's great. So as we expand out this way, we'll go ahead and have the workers start making the cells. That's what I'm going to be on about here. And I did find out the rate at which we sell superior beds for. They sell for $680. And then this bit of wood here is able to make like quite a few beds. So it's definitely better to let them build the beds than it is to sell the wood. $680, which is nice. This is 40%. I think that's the only bed we've made, but we only have really one person that's making them. So he'll make one, and then as soon as it's done, he'll move over to the next carpenter bench and he'll start another one. That's what he's doing here. And then, you know, he'll just move back and forth. So it's nice to have multiple benches, even if you only have one person, because when they're done, if the bed is not taken out, then they have nothing to do. But if they have multiple benches, then as soon as they finish one, they'll move over and start on another one directly next to it. Man, low security just keeps getting drugs. They got so much drugs down here. They're doing some stuff, and I got to figure out how they're getting it in. We probably will change visitation at some point to be contactless. So instead of these, we'll swap it out for the booths with like glass separating it, and that'll probably help us there too. I could also just have, you know, like additional protections in this area, I suppose. I haven't really done enough to keep the drugs out of the prison yet. I keep finding it, right? But it's tough. So the supply's way down now because of shakedowns and everything, but narcotics is still way up. We're just not able to really find this stuff very easily. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit better job of tracking that down as we go. And you know, there's always something to improve. The game is always giving you something that you're not quite doing. But if you can nail money is like the most important thing, right? If you can nail that, then you have the resources at your disposal to go fix everything else, you know? So I've got a lot of cells being built. I couldn't get them all going because I didn't have the money at the time, and I'm still kind of short on that, but I'm trying not to take a loan if I can help it. And then today, in the game, not today as in like the video that you're watching, but like today, we should get the remainder of our beds made, I think. I've seen this go up, you know, 20 to 30% every day so far, so I'm kind of hoping we get 3 beds done. This one's already partial, so if we can get that one done and then another 2 today, that'd be great. That would clear that grant would help me out a lot. We still haven't sold enough carrots and stuff yet. It looks like tomatoes are there. Yeah, I want the carrots. Still haven't sold enough carrots yet. 27 hours right here. There's some carrots in here. Can we just sell this? 96%. Okay. Still have to sell another carrot. We have a couple of hours here until these cabbages are ripe and ready to be harvested. That'll be great too. And then I can just go in and sell item for those two. That would be great as well. Where do these trees come from? The winds must be stronger than we thought. Deliveries are slow to get through. Perhaps we should send some workers over to remove the fallen debris. I mean, yeah, but also where did the trees come from? That's a good question because I don't grow anything near the trees. Dismantle the tree. There we go. Get it out of the road. At least the game's giving me free wood, I guess. It could be worse. Yeah, so apples. How long are these? 18 hours. These trees have to grow from scratch, so this is going to take the longest. So it really doesn't matter if I just do a custom sell on these. I'm going to anyway, though, just so you can see the number go up higher. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I do that, though, because we're not going to have the apples done anyway. See these customers, right? They always leave unsatisfied. Customers are always upset. We just don't have enough people working here consistently. So we're going to work on that, too. Once I get the bakery up, I can start balancing these work times and stuff. I'll probably have some of these lower security people working in both of these areas, just to try to keep these places open. And I'm going to see about maybe if I can just get a rolling cycle of people working in here all the time, that'd be great. But haven't quite nailed that down yet. There's just certain things that aren't important, right? And getting the reoffending rate down is a big thing too. Reform, we're at average of 37% right now. I did see this at 33 just a moment ago, so I think it's this new intake. I think the new prisoners coming in are bringing up the average, and right away I can click this guy and see that he's a snitch ex-law enforcement officer. Right away it goes to protective custody, but he's got a 97. So like these new guys coming in are throwing off my averages. And so if you want to get this perk done, the average reoffending rate, if you want to get this grant done, just stop your intake, because every time you bring somebody in, it sets you back on that, because you get people that are leaving your prison that have low numbers, right? And then you bring in new people with higher numbers, and it's just your average is never going to be down to 30. That's the way it goes. My release average here, if you look at the prison grading screen, is already under 30. It's at 25. So I just have to get to the point where I have a consistent amount of people in here with a low chance to reoffend. And so I think for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and close intake right now so that we don't bring any more in. So I want to work that average down and not bring any more in, which is weird because I'm already building this big cell block and everything, and I probably should bring in more prisoners to occupy this. As soon as this grant is done, the average to 30%, as soon as that's done, I can bring in a whole bunch more people, and we can start to, really start helping more. We want to help more people, right? That's what it is. Yeah, of course. This has nothing to do with our own money flow or anything, it's all about helping people is what we want to do. We can help a lot more people if we bring more people in, but yeah. Oh boy. I hear it. Somebody's acting up. Sounds like it's down in here, but I don't see anybody acting up down here. Oh well. Yeah, so you can see how things are. I think I can probably let this video go here. We're kind of dragging it on. I'm trying to get you to see this grant completion, but it's just not going to happen at the moment. So the carpentry apprentice program, the beds are definitely going to get made. We're at 70%. I am going to let it run on my end though until one of these grants are done, because I don't want to have to redo one of these. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.